Melissa Arnett Elliott, better known as Missy Elliott, is a rapper, a singer, a songwriter, a dancer, and a producer. She's a 4-time Grammy Award winner with hits such as Get Your Freak On, Work It, Lose Control, and Gossip Folks. And just to top off all her many accomplishments, she this year was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, which no female rapper has ever done. It is time to give Missy Elliott her flowers now while she is here on earth. And we're going to do this by highlighting the 3 things that make Missy Elliott so successful. So let's get started. First principle that Missy Elliott lives by is making sure she forms relationships with people. Relationships is everything. In this industry, you will always have work because people want to be around you. She always loved to go to school because she always wanted to be with her friends, not for the schoolwork, but for the relationships that she has formed. One of the relationships that she has formed was with Timbaland, and they are known for their work together, and she continues to grow and foster that relationship with Timbaland, which has turned out to be successful for both of them. And she continued that principle up until she was in the industry. Her writing songs for different artists, building that relationship, has gained her a lot of success and has shown that people love to work with her. And she has always had work because she lives by forming these relationships, helping others. And this is why she was inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame. So the second principle that Missy Elliott lives by is she doesn't conform to society standards or men's standards. And this first came up after she wrote a song called That's What Little Girls Are Made Of. And then she saw that this song was being sung by another person who was skinnier, light skinned, nothing that she was. And this fueled something inside of her to empower others, empower herself to stay just as you are. Don't let society or anybody change who you are. She actually stated, I didn't fit industry beauty standards. And that is what she used to fuel her to continue her movement, her mission, which was always to be you and to not mold or cave in to industry, society, men standards. And also she did this in her creative process as well. Her and Timbaland didn't even watch TV or listen to the radio because they didn't want the radio or the TV to influence the way they made music. Do you know how powerful that is? And that is what makes Missy Elliott so successful. She does not care about fitting society standards. She creates her own lane and stays in it. This principle alone allowed her to accomplish things that most females would never accomplish. The third principle that makes Missy Elliott so successful is her faith in God. So she allows her faith to get her through anything. She stated that you have to find some kind of peace. I believe in a higher being, and that gives me faith to be strong and go on. And this was actually shown when she was diagnosed with Graves' disease. When I was diagnosed with Graves' disease and high blood pressure, that was a difficult time. Very difficult time. Felt like everything was happening at once. But God allowed things to happen. However, I feel like He was dealing with me in whatever way, or maybe protecting me from something. And I had to sit out. And it was a good time to sit out because the industry was saturated. So when I came back out, I came out with a refreshed mind. So I had refreshing music. And this showed that Missy Elliott believes that this disease is Graves' disease. Being diagnosed with Graves' disease, being diagnosed with high blood pressure, all at the same time was definitely difficult. But she didn't get down on herself and allow that to ruin her whole life. She found a way to cope with it and found a way to find the blessing, find the beauty out of it, find that maybe God was protecting her for something. Maybe God was blessing her with something. But she did find that God was allowing her to see how saturated the industry was and allow her to write music, write songs in a manner that it wasn't the same as everybody else. She gives her problems to God and then continue and strive and continue to work hard and go after her goals and trust that God is fixing everything that she considers a problem, and trusting in him and seeing the positive, seeing the lessons that these difficult times that she has been in has taught her.